Hello everyone! Thanks so much for being here with me today for your reading. I'm very pumped for today's reading because we're doing a how are they feeling and thinking about you reading, which I think the last time I did this was like 6 months ago, maybe even longer. Hold on, my cat has something she's not supposed to. So it's been a while since I've been able to sit down and do a love-themed reading for you guys, so this is my treat to you. I know people really like these, and I think it's just a good topic to do every now and then, just to check in with your person of interest. And I do want to say this could be for a wide range of connections. This could be for those of you in committed long-term relationships, those of you in situationships, those of you in separation. Maybe you guys are just checking in on a family member or a friend. All things go here, and that's why we also have 5 piles to choose from here, so lots of different energies. I'm hoping that you're able to find your person here today in one of the 5 piles, or maybe more than just one person. But as you can see, I don't have an identifier yet. That's why we're going to whip out the tarot. Today's tarot we are going to be using is, actually, I don't know what this is called. Hold on. This is called the Cat's Rule, the Earth Tarot, and it's kind of on brand because it's just a whole bunch of cats, and I just felt really drawn to use this deck today, so we're gonna do that. And what we're gonna do is choose one card to be a little signifier for each of the piles. So without further ado, let's do like 1 or 2 shuffles, and then we'll pick the cards. Okay, so pile 1, Spirit. Oh, that was quick. We have the Moon. Pile 2, Spirit. What is pile 2's tarot card to? Okay, I'm going to take that. You guys got the 7 of Pentacles. And how about pile 3, please, Spirit? That was quick. Feel like everyone's ready for the messages. We have the Hierophant. For pile 4, that I'm going to take that too. We have the 5 of Wands. And last but not least, pile 5. Okay. Oh, and bottom of the deck is Temperance. You guys can't see it. Temperance, but your guys' card is the King of Cups. So as for what we're going to be covering in today's reading, we are going to be looking at your guys' current energies in the connection. Then we're going to be looking at each of your guys' current light energies towards each other, and then your current blocks and fears about the connection. Then we'll be looking at their actual thoughts and feelings with you with the tarot, which we're going to be using the cat tarot. And we'll close off with some finishing guidance and advice, and also some sacred connection questions for each other. So if that sounds like something you want to join me for, I'm going to go ahead and leave you here with the piles so you have some time to choose. Everything will be listed down below in the description. I'll have timestamps as well as the links to all of the decks that I use here today. Without further ado, I'll leave you here. See you in your pile, guys. Bye. Hello, pile 1. Thanks so much for being here with me today. If you chose the Moon card, then you made it to pile 1. I'm going to go ahead and put that with the rest of your tarot. Let's go ahead and put out your oracle cards. This is going to be saved until we get into the advice portion of your reading, so I'm going to put that away. Let's get started. So, we have the Diamondback Rattler. We have Sappho with Love. Actually, I should be kind of trying to show you guys these. Again, not too sure if you can actually see these. Let me point the mic up so you can kind of hear me. Sappho with Love. And the Diamondback Rattler says Speed, Primal Power. Then we have the White Dress. The white dress. Then we have bones, death, endings, the past. Then we have Sandra Cisneros, the body. And then we have the snail. Okay. Pile 1, you were represented by this entire left side here, and then your person is being represented here by the right side. I honestly feel like your current energy towards your person is really all in, but I'm kind of feeling alarmed because I'm not sure how much you are currently getting back in reciprocal energy, because this is Sappho, and in the guidebook it talks about Sappho being a homoerotic poet, and she's kind of giving me this energy or this feeling currently of being put away or shunned, like someone is kind of outcasting you, or feeling like you only get attention if you're the one making the gestures or putting in the effort or always the one asking. And I'm kind of, like, not gonna lie, Pile 1, I'm getting upset channeling your energy, but let's go ahead and continue. When we look at this person's energy, this could be a connection that is somewhat taboo, or maybe they're, like here's some examples. Maybe there's an age gap. Maybe you're the same sex. Maybe you're dating outside of your race or ethnicity. And let me clarify here. I want to clarify, I do not find these types of connections taboo or weird or wrong, unless, like, there are certain limitations with the age gap thing, and also, like, I do believe you should be a certain age to be dating someone sometimes, but we're not gonna touch that here. Here's the thing. We still live in a world where basic human rights are still something that a lot of groups are fighting for. And I feel like we have to be cognizant of the fact that we live in a world where such negative and biased beliefs still exist, and how sometimes the culture we live around can have major effects on our own personal behaviors. And the reason I'm saying this is to give you a little more clarity into this person's perspective. I'm not going to label their perspective as good or bad, but I will say they are definitely living and coming from a place of fear right now. Something about this connection has got this person on really high alert, because I honestly think they are still worried about a lot of other people's perspective of them. And you probably feel like this person is maybe embarrassed of you or purposefully hiding you away. And Pile 1, I do not think this person is embarrassed of you by any means, but I do want to say you're not entirely wrong, because this person honestly right now is struggling internally with what to do with this connection. They want to break out of the fear that is currently keeping them held back from you / a connection with you, but they're still so attached to the people, places, and things that are currently around them, or like the things that keep them weighed down. Like maybe this person has had the same friend group for a really long time. Maybe this person has really strong ties to their family, or they feel a certain obligation to be a certain way to fit their family's standards. Because the thing is this person finds you incredibly attractive, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this person has imagined what your kids could look like with this person. Like, even if it was briefly, I feel like it's definitely been something on their mind that they've imagined in the past. But there are still beliefs from the past that they're holding on to, and it keeps this person stuck in a cycle of self-sabotage. Because let's go ahead and talk about this person's current blocks and fears in this connection. Your person literally has the past in the definition of their card here. And the fact that they got like their card literally has bones in it, just makes me feel like this person has some major skeletons in the closet that they really haven't told you about yet. I feel like there are definitely betrayals or wounds that this person has that are lodged so deep within them, like maybe it's even stuck in their subconscious at this point and they don't even recognize it. And they'd rather stay stuck in this current cycle that keeps them miserable than choose love and vulnerability and open up with you. And it's not that they're scared that you're going to hurt them. I actually think this person cares about you a lot, which we'll see more once we get into the tarot cards and like your closing messages and all of that. But I think they're actually worried that they'll never have those sweet and sensitive parts back. Like who they were in the past and who they had to become to survive is so different to them that they don't think it's even possible to become a sweet person or to become who it is that you would need in a relationship. They just don't think that they'll ever be enough for you. And I wouldn't be surprised if this person has some major Capricorn placements or even Aquarius placements, because there's a very strong Saturnian energy here where I feel like this person is saying they've had a lot of the love that they cared for, or a lot of the love that they had for the world was kind of squashed from a very young age, and they feel like they really don't have much else to give anyone right now. And I feel really bad for them. But when we look at you with this Diamondback Rattler, the snake kind of looks like it's backing away. I'm not sure if it's giving you that same feeling, but it's giving me this feeling of kind of backing off or taking the brunt of the force in order to lie low. Kind of like complacency. I think your fear is how much control you feel this person has over you. I think you might be dealing with some codependent tendencies or just struggling with forming an identity outside of this connection and this relationship. But there's also a message about allowing this person to treat you unkindly or unjustly because they're going through a hard time. And maybe you've been taught to like fawn as a trauma response if there's issues between you and another person. But at the core, I think this stems from a wound of having to walk on eggshells or like appease someone's every emotion in order to survive in childhood. You might have had a really like domineering parental figure in your life that you kind of had to stay quiet about what was bothering you in order to make this person happy and make sure that they would treat you well. And I think now you feel this obligation to people please or be loyal to people who maybe don't treat you fairly or who honestly might not be compatible with you. Because I think in your current light energy towards the connection, I mean, it definitely shows you want a long-term commitment with this person. Having the card be a white dress, I'm literally, obviously, of course, reminded of a wedding dress. And I think despite this person's flaws and the rockiness in this connection, a part of you still really believes the two of you were meant to be. And that's definitely not off the table here. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here and make you think that I'm saying, oh, never, you should walk away. No, definitely not my intention here. But I just don't think it'll happen on a timeline that you're expecting. And it's up to you to decide how long you want to wait for this person. Because something this person is doing well here, and it's actually honoring their light energy towards this connection, and it's not rushing into things before they're ready. I mean, it's literally the snail. They're moving as slow as possible. This person knows they aren't ready, and they don't want to drag you through any hard times with them. They feel like they have so much work to do and so much to become that they can't focus on love as much as they might want to. And that's honestly why I think they just can't commit right now. And I think they might be keeping you out on a limb. And yeah. But I think your person wants you to know here that if things are hurting you, to like, if at any point that this connection is harming you more than it's helping you, I think this person would understand if you needed to walk away. Because I do think that they care about you a lot and they want to see you happy first and foremost. But if that sounds like your connection, pile 1, let's go ahead and move your cards up here, kind of out of the way so we can bring out the tarot. I hope you're doing well today. Let me know, let's see, our last video we asked what the weather was where you're at. This video, let's ask, what pets do you have? I have 2 cats. They are rambunctious little devils sometimes, but I love them very much. I feel like this is still not straight. We're gonna do a couple shuffles. Wee. Hope you're doing well today. It's almost Christmas. I'm filming this. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so hopefully I will have this video up by Christmas. That's my goal, but we shall see. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and divine white light beings that watch over pile 1. What are pile 1's person's current feelings towards the connection? What are pile 1's person's current feelings towards the connection? We've got the World, Queen of Wands, pile 1's current feelings, person's current feelings, okay. Got the Page of Cups and the King of Swords reversed, and then I'm gonna put these up here so we can pull out some thoughts card. Okay, Spirit. Pile 1's person's current thoughts about pile 1. Ooh, okay. Take those. Let's get to channeling. So we've got the 3 of Pentacles. We've got the 6 of Wands. We've got the 6 of Cups reversed. And the 2 of Swords reversed. Okay. Pile 1. I think initially what is coming out with the World here as far as this person's feelings, if you haven't been able to see this person in a really long time, or if this is a long distance connection, I think this person just really wants you to know that no matter how far apart you guys are, it's like you've got them wrapped around your finger almost. I don't know, I just see this kind of wreath around here. It's like this person sees you as their whole world. And I think you've been a large factor in motivating this person to focus on becoming better, even if they're quite unsure of how to get success with you and how to like overcome these obstacles and if they'll ever be enough for you. I think they just want you to know that there's not like they're saying there's not enough love in this world to give you. Like you deserve more love than this world could ever have. And I think going back to that message of imagining having kids with you, I think that's definitely evident here. I think they see you as someone who is so beautiful, who like they really would love to have you mother their kids. They think you would be an excellent mother. I think you're also very nurturing to them. And I think they'd like to be in a place where they could provide for you and give you like this throne to sit on where you can be the bad bee that you are. And I think they also like, I'm hearing they want to be able to take you out to go get your nails done or to go get you Starbucks whenever you want. Like these are things that they want to be able to do for you. And they almost feel this shame that they're not able to provide that right now. And they definitely shouldn't feel shame for that because, you know, obviously we're all in different seasons of our life and sometimes we're not going to be making that bread, and that's okay because we still deserve love even when we're not making bread. I think this person also feels like you're kind of a dream come true, and I almost feel like they don't know what to do with that energy because when you look at this cat looking into this fishbowl, it's like, okay, spirit, I got everything I manifested. Like, this person might have absolutely manifested you. Maybe they made a Pinterest board and you're like exactly the person that they Pinterest boarded about. And I think the universe kind of they feel like the universe gave them everything they wanted way too soon, and they're kind of just staring at you slash like the fish, and they're kind of just like, okay, what do I do with this? What do I do with perfection? What do I do with pile one? Because I don't want to lose them, but I also, like, I'm not ready for this, spirit. I think if you think this person is really good at hiding their emotions right now, I would say yes, they're definitely purposefully hiding their emotions from you, because I think they don't want to give you false hope. Like, they don't want to be there one day and be able to say, like, I love you, and then the next day fall off the bandwagon and, like, disappoint you. They really just don't want to be a disappointment and a failure to you, which they already feel like they are. I think this person is kind of in this energy of, like, I might as well just hurt pile one right now. That way I don't, like, risk leading them on and hurt them worse in the future. Your person's definitely in a difficult energy to deal with, I would say. And that's where I am definitely in full support of you maintaining boundaries with this person, and definitely not backing down or taking treatment that you shouldn't with this person, because just because they have feelings for you doesn't mean that you deserve to deal with bad treatment, because they don't know how to deal with love. You know, no one deserves to accept false treatment just because someone has no clue what to do with true love. I think this person is definitely in a stoic feeling right now, and they might struggle day to day with how they think and feel about you. And that's why, like, if you're consuming a lot of tarot readings about this person, your spirit guides might want you to take a step back and just relax for a little bit, because while it's good to check in and, like, maybe have better understanding about why this person is acting the way they are, sometimes hearing that they're going from I love you to I hate you to I love you to I hate you can be really difficult. And it's great that you have compassion for this person and what they're going through and what they've been through, but you also deserve to protect your peace. This person's current thoughts about you, like I said, I don't think they fully know, or they're, like, settled on an opinion yet. I think deep down, like, in their soul, in their heart, they're settled about you. Their spirit really loves you, and they see and honor you for who you are. But I think their mind really likes to play tricks on them, or they're just really easy to fall into a overthinking energy. Because, like, look at how split this is. We have one half with pretty positive cards, and then the other half with kind of like downer cards. And not that there's good or bad cards in the deck, it's just like, I think this person is just very flip-floppy right now. And I don't think they're settled on themselves and how they see themselves, so they're, like, how they feel about other people is absolutely a reflection of how they feel about themselves that day. And that can be dangerous to love someone or be in close proximity with someone like that. So just be careful. But I think this person doesn't want to lose you as a friend. Absolutely. And especially if you guys share, like, a similar creative hobby, or you guys have lots of friends together, or maybe you even work together with this person. I think this person wants to still be able to keep things professional with you or maintain a friendship with you. But I think they're definitely highlighting the surface level connection. I think they might have gotten too deep with you before they were ready. And I think they're definitely trying to cool things down right now. But at the end of the day, I think they want whatever they can have with you. They want to have victory over these obstacles. And they want a deeper relationship with you, whether that be platonic or romantic. They want to understand you more, and they want to be able to fit well into your life and have you fit well into theirs. They are just not sure how to make that work yet. And yeah, I think that's why they're definitely taking things slow. With the Six of Cups reversed, I don't think this person has quite understood why they feel the way they feel towards you yet. Because again, like, they struggle to be in their feeling energy. They're quite stoic right now, and they acknowledge that. I think you're very different than any of the other people they've been attracted to. They might be honestly attracted to pain, or like people who hurt them a lot, people who don't respect them, and I think this person acknowledges you're very different, but I don't think this person quite knows what to do with love, which we've kind of already covered. So I think we should go ahead and get into the final closing advice and messages from your spirit team about this connection. Your advice card is Toad, number 39. It says, observe, observe for those who watch, see all. Let me show you a closer look. It's actually a really pretty card. Okay. And I kind of just want to read the guidebook to you about this card, because I think it's good advice. Okay, so this says, your higher self chose this card because you are being guided to take a more laid-back approach to achieving your goals. Toads are passive in their hunt. They are happy to wait for their meal to find them, while staying perfectly still, watching and waiting until the moment is just right to strike. There's wisdom in the way this creature finds its prey, wisdom that is greatly needed in your situation. Attempting to force your desired outcome may backfire, and your prey will slip away. Toad is confirmation that what you're seeking is nearby, but you might have missed it, chasing the wrong path or focusing on one outcome. If you find you are frustrated, tired, or disappointed from a lack of results, perhaps it's time to trust in a higher power and wait patiently for the circumstances to be just right. You will know the right moment to take action. This card could also be asking you to be aware of your situation. Perhaps more information is needed, or something significant is about to occur that could drastically change your point of view. It would be unwise to make any decision just yet. For now, accept what is, and more will soon be revealed. I think, actually, let me show this to you so you can screen grab it if you want, and hopefully you're able to understand a little bit more about your connection. Here we go. I think Spirit is definitely saying, like, there are always multiple ways to make yourself happy. And I think it's just a lesson of to never get dead set on one person, thing, or place to be your end goal or your end game, you know? Because if you're unhappy with someone, you don't have to stick around for forever just because you made an initial commitment to them, or just because you made an assumption that this was your forever person. Maybe they turn out to not be your forever person, and that's okay. But take your time, and things will come to you at a pace that they're supposed to. Let's go ahead and pull some sacred connection questions. If you have time with this person soon, you could ask them these questions, or if you are looking for an answer, maybe you'll find that in these questions. I just think these are cute, and they're just to create deeper intimacy, I think, with you and this person. So maybe the next time you see them, ask them these questions. Okay, Spirit. Questions for pile one's person. Questions for pile one's person. Okay. How do you think we've evolved as a couple since the start of our journey together? I'll pull two more. Questions for pile one's person. Okay. Okay. Describe the last time you were in love. And when you are upset, do you wish for me to give you space or to be present with you? So, those are some questions you can ask or keep in the back of your mind for another day. And then I think what we're gonna do, if I can find them, we're gonna go ahead and finish off with just a couple tea leaf oracles. We're just gonna pull some, so reaching into the bag now, maybe if I can get it open. Reaching into the bag, shuffling around. Okay, Spirit, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have broken ring, parting of ways, either in romance or business. We have bread, period of prosperity or abundance. And pin, new job or career. Yeah, so maybe you guys have kind of been delaying an outcome that you knew was going to happen, and that's okay, because sometimes we're just not ready to face the truth of situations sometimes, as long as it's not hurting us or someone else. And I think hopefully this reading will help you acknowledge what is the best for you to do. Maybe it is parting the ways, or maybe holding on until you know for sure. Maybe this parting of the ways is you're leaving an old job for a new career. But I think overall Spirit just wants you to know that you are taken care of financially and fiscally in the world. But okay, pile 3. Whoa, pile 3. What the heck? Maybe you have some messages in pile 3. But pile 1, that is all I have for you here today. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, feel free to give me a like. Feel free to comment. I love reading comments. It's my favorite way to interact with you guys. You can also subscribe. I would love to have you join the Mellow Yellow Tarot family here and experience our community. But yeah, have a wonderful afternoon, good evening, good day, good night, good afternoon, good morning, all of the things. Goodbye, pile 1. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose the 7 of Pentacles card and pile 2, then you made it to the right reading. Thanks so much for being here with me today for this reading. I'm going to go ahead and spread out your oracle cards. This card we are going to save until the very end because it's one of your advice cards. So it's going to live right over here off to the side. Let's go ahead and put these out. So we have the Desert Rose. This says rare strength and unlikely bloom. Hold on, I'm going to adjust the mic and then I'm going to make sure you can see all of your cards. Desert Rose. Then we have Emily Dickinson, The Soul. Then we have The Knife. Then we have Sunset, Completion, Achievement, and Relief. Then we have Elixir. Oops. Elixir and Sylvia Plath, The Dark. Okay. Okay. Pile 2. I just want to say, if you are here about a situation that is currently very happy, or a connection where you see this person often and you're in a very stable and committed partnership with them, then this pile might not be for you, and I just want to get that out of the way before we continue so that you can choose a different pile if you need to, and the people who know that this is their situation can stay, because oh my gosh. Pile 2, let's take a big deep breath. Ready? And out. Oh my goodness. I know that this connection has not been easy for you. This is probably someone that you came together with quickly, or things just felt very, very comfortable with from the start. But it's kind of like this fleeting energy that you're experiencing right now. This person kind of feels hard for you to grasp. I'm not sure what the status of your relationship is with this person, but I don't think you're necessarily together harmoniously right now. Because let's first talk about your current energies between you and your person. You are being represented by Emily Dickinson right now. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you've kind of put yourself in an isolation energy just simply because this connection has drained you, or you feel like you need to take a break from connecting with anyone right now in order to come back to self and understand what it is you actually really want. If not that, you're at least in a reflective energy, because I think this person has thrown you for a loop, and dealing with this connection might have been really, really confusing. I think you're doing the best you can do with this energy right now. I think there are parts of self you're still trying to understand, and there are situations you're unsure of how best to handle. And I feel like your morals have been tested with this person, or they just might be really good at like getting under your skin, and you've had to kind of pace yourself, or you've had to just really be cognizant of your energy around this person. Because when we look at your person's energy over here, they are definitely blocked by a lot of past traumas they've experienced. And I think this person has a lot of emotion that they don't really know how to deal with in a healthy way. And it's like they see you, who from their perspective is better than them in every single way. And right now, they're struggling heavy with self-blame. And a lot of that self-blame might be due to consequences they're experiencing due to their own choices. But that's not to say everything this person is experiencing is something that they deserve. I think Spirit is putting a lot of pressure onto this person to change, and you are definitely a catalyst to that change, because this person is kind of in a pressure cooker that is leading them to a breakthrough. But that doesn't mean that this person has awareness of everything that they're going through just yet, and they're probably not ready to surrender. And until they are, they might have to face a lot of these challenges over and over until they are ready to be authentic to themselves. Because honestly, I don't think this person has had much time to explore who they are and what life they want to build. But this person probably has a lot of unresolved issues from parental figures being a hindrance in their life or to their loved ones. And because of that, it's become really difficult for this person to trust. And this person's light energy, though, with the elixir, I feel they know there are things that you don't deserve to deal with while they're going through this cycle and process. And honestly, there might be things you don't know about this person yet that they think or know would make you not like them. So they honestly might be purposefully trying to keep encounters with you brief to try and control how you see them. And I think this person knows that they have a lot of shadows to face, and they want to stay in your good graces because they really, really want to give this connection a chance that it deserves. But they're just not in a place where that can happen just yet. And I think your person's light energy kind of explains your light energy, because you guys are really focused on mending this connection and healing the conflicts between you two. And I think you place a lot of good intentions on this person, and you're able to see them in a light that not a lot of people have been able to see. You may have a tendency to honestly see the best in everyone, and you're probably still trying to learn discernment over what energies are best for you to keep around. Because here's the thing, if you believe that this person and you are meant to be together, I will definitely say don't lose that hope. Stay open to the possibility that this person may change, but keep your boundaries up, because you definitely do not deserve to be put in pain just because someone is hurting inside. It would help this person a lot for you to be firm in what it is you actually expect from a relationship partner, because I know that this person can step up to become who it is that you deserve. both your current like blocks and fears about this connection surround endings, or what has ended between you two. I feel like you guys, pile 2, probably don't have a high expectation of this person. I think you guys are struggling with the fact that what you knew between the two of you has definitely changed. And you don't know if you'll ever get what you had initially back. And I think those are totally understandable and normal fears. We can't control other people's actions, but what we can do is surrender our worries to spirit or the world or God or the universe, whatever you believe in, and trust that they will guide you to this person or someone better. There is always more than one way you can make your dreams come true. Even if you think that someone or something is completely 110%, 100% for you, if you one day decide to reject it, there would still be someone or something out there for you. Your person is still going through a lot right now, as we have already established, and honestly, I think they are doing everything they can to distract themselves from thinking about you specifically, not because they hate you or anything, but quite literally the opposite. They're kicking themselves for not being able to step up as quickly as you'd like. But this person feels like the only way to make things better right now is to step away from the connection until they can be the person that they want to be for you. This is definitely about like this person's ego and how they present in connections. I think this person likes to be the provider and they haven't been able to show that side to you. So yeah, I think they're letting their ego get in the way. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot and look at this person's feelings. Let me just move these cards up out of the way. Okay, so we're just gonna do a couple shuffles of the tarot, and then we'll get in. The question I'm asking each pile is, do you guys have pets? And if so, what are their names and what are they? Do you have a fish? Do you have a cat? Do you have a dog? Do you have a chinchilla? Do you have all of them? I want to know. I have 2 cats. Their names are Miso and Cricket. Cricket is still a kitten, and Miso is, gosh, I think she's turning 10 next year, which is crazy. Crazy. My old girl. Okay. Alright, Spirit. What are pile 2's person's current feelings about them? Pile 2's, okay. We've got the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Ace of Cups. We've got the World reversed and Queen of Wands. What are pile 2's person's current feelings? And the 8 of Pentacles reversed. And then I forgot what I'm doing is putting them up here so we can fit another row for their current thoughts about you. Okay. And pile 2's person's current thoughts about them. Okay, that was quick too. So we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Moon reversed. And we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So, I mean, right away with the Ace of Cups, it's very clear this person definitely has strong feelings for you guys. I think this person is definitely kicking themselves for the fact that they weren't ready for you when you came around. I think they also want to acknowledge how sweet you are. I think they've never met someone who is just as genuinely kind and compassionate and caring as you are for them, because I feel like you've shown this person a lot of care and compassion even when they didn't deserve it, and they're definitely acknowledging that right now. And I think this person just wishes that they had more to give you. And I think at most they just want you to know that they do love you and they do see your worth and they see your value, and their current actions are not a reflection of how they feel about you. I think you might be one of the most attractive people they've ever met or been in a connection with. And I think they kind of might be concerned about how this connection is going to work in the future, or like moving forward, how you are going to stay attracted to them. With this Eight of Pentacles reverse, it's just giving me this feeling of like, I don't know how this is going to work. And maybe it's this person putting you on such a high pedestal, but I feel like this person can easily see you outgrowing them or losing love for them, and that might be a major block here. I think this person is also, like, it's very evident that they're in their head, because I'm using a lot of I think sayings instead of I feel, and that's usually an indication to me that the person I'm channeling is definitely in their head, and they're definitely struggling with putting into words how they feel right now. But I think they know, especially with the Eight of Swords here, that they have way too much anxiety about the outcome of this situation. So their solution is just to not acknowledge anything right now and to only focus on themselves. I think this person has definitely lost track of where their priorities lie, and it definitely stems from this fact that they're still dealing with all of these past traumas, and I think this person is definitely anxious that you might find someone better if they're not able to kind of like step up to the plate, but they know that if they stay around you in their current energy, or they continue to only show up in their current energy, they're definitely not going to be enough for you, and you're definitely going to walk away from them. So they feel kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place, because I do feel that you are everyone or everything that they want. You're the type of person that they want to give their heart to, and I think they're just kind of caught off guard right now because they didn't realize there was so much that they still had to work on and that they still had to evolve into in order to be worthy of someone like you. And to be able, I guess it's not necessarily about worth, but just about being able to nurture a connection with someone like you. I think this connection has definitely made this person kind of return to spirit. I think there's been lots of things about this that they don't quite understand, and that the 3D reality can't really explain, and so they're kind of questioning spirit right now, whether it's real or not. And I think they want you to know to not take their actions personally right now, because they're honestly trying to rework their life right now to get it squared away so that they can make a nice little home for you and keep you comfortable there and provide for you. I think this person wants it all with you, but they just don't know how to get there yet. So they are currently working on that. Let's go ahead and pull out some final closing advice. You have the Harvest Moon. This says, slow your heart and move gently into the coming of self. She's kind of like going off into a journey. Spooky distance. I think your spiritual team is being very clear here. And they're saying now is the time to focus on self-care and making yourself the priority, and to not put a whole bunch of pressure on yourself to do anything that you don't have the energy for or that you don't want to for this connection. Like, what's an example? Maybe you're used to being the one to spark up the conversation every single day because this person doesn't. And maybe there comes a day where you're just like, I'm tired of sparking up this conversation. I don't want to, but you know you're not going to have a convo with them that day if you don't. Maybe don't start that conversation and just do it when you feel like it. That way you're not building resentment towards this person. And who knows, maybe this person will surprise you one day and maybe they'll start returning effort. But Who knows? There's also a message here, I think, to reflect on what ways you've been neglecting yourself because of this relationship. Maybe you've been blaming yourself for this person's actions, or you've been thinking that if you changed something, or if you went back and you examined every single part of this relationship, maybe things would be different. But I think Spirit just wants you to know you should not hold on to any sort of self-blame when it comes to this person or situation. They're definitely working on themselves, and you should not take their actions personally. I think you did and are doing the best that you can here, and there's nothing to blame yourself for. Now's the time more to center everything back onto yourself and to focus more on what you want to build for your future. Let's go ahead. I've been pulling some tea leaf oracle cards too for everyone, so let's see. Closing guidance messages, Spirit. What does pile 2 need to know? Okay. We've got Lion. Oh. Lion with time to act. Then we have the Scales. This says keep your life in balance. And Boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. So maybe you guys are going to be like winning $100 from a lottery ticket or something. There's also a message here. You know how we were talking about maybe you need to forgive yourself for letting parts of your life go while dealing with energies in this relationship? Some of you maybe didn't clean your house well, or maybe you just haven't been grooming yourself well, or doing the laundry, like basic responsibilities that have been kind of put on the back burner while you still manage and deal with these energies. I think Spirit is coming through to say it's okay. Life's a bee, and we all learn and grow, and don't get too hard on yourself for letting this person impact you the way they did. That's all I have. Oh, wait, no. Oh my goodness, that's not all I have. Actually, we have to finish off with some sacred connection questions. So, pile 2, Spirit Guides. Sacred connection questions for pile 2 and their person. Perfect. 3 fell out. So we have, what does intimacy mean to you? These are questions you can ask yourself, your person, or maybe a future partner. Then we have, define love and what it means to you. Interesting. I think it's a lot about making sure you understand your partner and their love languages and how to please each other. And then, do you believe in having only one partner for the rest of your life? Okay. Now, pile 2. That is all I have for you. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to give me a like. Feel free to join us here at the Mellow Yellow Tarot family. I would love to have you join our community for more videos in the future. And feel free to comment if any of this resonated, what did. Tell me a little bit about your situation. I love reading comments. It's my favorite way to interact with you guys. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys here today. So I'm going to leave you here with this. Have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, afternoon, good evening, whatever. Goodbye, pile 2. All right. Hello, pile 3. Thanks so much for being here with me today. If you chose the Hierophant card, then that's how you know you made it to pile 3. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I'm going to put your tarot card over with the deck, and let's go ahead and spread out your oracle cards. This one we're going to save until the end because this is one of your advice cards, and it is going to live right over here. And let's go ahead and tilt this mic up so you can hear me. Okay, so starting out, we have good-hearted woman that says respected, understanding, easygoing, and stable. Good-hearted woman. Then we have Toni Morrison with power. I hear my cats getting into something they shouldn't. Then we have the glove. Then we have fortune teller with seeking guidance and invocation. We have Joy Harjo with Bravery. And then we have Wildflowers. Beautiful. Okay, let me make sure my cats stop. Okay. Pile 3, this is going to be one of those piles where I can't really tell the status of your relationship with this person, because some of you guys could be in a committed relationship and some of you guys could be in separation. Whatever it is, if you clicked on this pile, you and your person are probably not on the same page about a lot of things. And the overwhelming energy I feel from both parties is fear. But both of you are handling the fear in very different ways. And I want to say, I don't think either party here are very happy about what's going on. Pile 3, starting with your energy over here. You're being represented by power. And I can't help but notice Toni Morrison's expression on the face card. Her face is giving me this feeling of discomfort. I wouldn't be surprised if you've recently been put in a position of power where a large responsibility has been placed on you. I don't think this is something that you want to shy away from. I actually think this is something that you've wanted for a really, really, really long time. I feel like you're in this energy of striking while it's hot and building a foundation that will carry you in this life. I think you have a big opportunity in front of you, or a big opportunity coming to you soon. Whatever you're doing, you're on the track to success. However, when it comes to this connection, I think you're terrified of the intimacy that could exist between you two. I think you're used to being someone who has to make a lot of their own opportunities, and you've kind of gotten used to people disappointing you or not being able to rely on anyone. But I think this person gives you a little feeling deep inside to trust them, and that honestly probably scares you. I think you're used to being the one in control of a lot of things in your life, and you've kind of realized this person can't be controlled, or you've realized where some of your habits might have stemmed from a need to feel in control of things in this connection. And I think you're either loosening your grip now on this person, and you're having major anxiety about whether this connection will stay with you, or this connection has entered some sort of separation period, and you might be immediately assuming that this person doesn't want anything to be with you and that they're angry, or, honestly, like worst case scenario type of thinking. Which is where I think this person's energy is going to be very insightful to you, and I hope this reading helps give you a sort of sigh of relief, because you're definitely making things out to be way worse in your head than what is actually transpiring. Your person, I must say, they're someone that's hard to describe in words. All I can really hear is, how are you still standing? And I think that's really telling on this card. And I think what's really telling is, on this card, she's literally stuck in the mud, but flowers continue to grow, and she's smiling and looking forward. This person has probably experienced a lot of situations that were completely out of their control, and they've had to learn to think quickly on their feet and live through what feels like the impossible. And I think this person has dealt with a lot of adversity in life, with either being held back unfairly or being labeled in ways that don't actually align with who they are and what they're all about. And I think what's been really difficult is, while they're actively trying to heal, people around them continue to project a false narrative or projection onto them. The book says Harjo means so brave she's crazy, and maybe a lot of people would label this person as crazy or radical, but I think they've gotten to this place where they're tired of people, places, or things that don't align with their authentic self. I think this person is making the brave choice to be themselves in a world that maybe isn't ready to accept who they are. I think they've worked hard to make flowers bloom in unlikely soil, and knowing that has given them strength to move into a cycle of authenticity. And I think they're not as scared of facing the world as they are scared of facing you, because this person has so much love for you, but they know there are things that maybe they know irk you deep down about their differences, or they can just feel that you might not fully be seeing them as their true self. And I think this person is having to make big decisions about the type of future they want to set up for themselves. And I mean, they want you there. They just don't know if they're the person you want in their life long term. This person is just in an energy of, can you love me or hate me? I will show you love and give you love with boundaries, of course, but they want to be seen. In their current light energy, they're leaving a light on for you, for sure. This person right now definitely wants a renewal or a fresh start between you two, but I think they know there needs to be time for growth and change. And this person honestly might want to give you flowers, or they see flowers and they're reminded of you. There's a message coming through from this person, and they're saying it's going to be okay. Things will always be okay. In your light energy towards them, I think you see them as a showstopper, as someone who's capable of making a lot of money in life and who can build a legacy or an empire. I have this message of, like, you think this person fits you like a glove, which is really cute. Maybe you guys look good together, or you share a lot of the same interests. You complement each other really well, and that's really sweet. I think your person's blocks and fears are definitely a component to this sticky separation energy you're in, because I think this person might be guilty of overthinking, which honestly does nobody any good. I think it's because this person is so used to people leaving them in the dark about situations. Like, they've probably been ghosted a lot or made to question their every move in relationships, and I think this person can't handle rejection right now. So instead, they're believing in the worst case scenario as a protection mechanism from any kind of pain. But the thing is, this person doesn't feel a lot of pain right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to mask their pain, but deep down, they're really, really hurting. As for your blocks and fears, you may be realizing where you have literally triggered this person's fear, which is quite literally to project a person onto them that they aren't. Maybe you're realizing where they tried to be authentic and welcome you into their world, but you might have shut them down or turned away from things that they were excited about. And I don't want you to feel guilty, Pile 3, because I think you've had a lot of people reject you, and you've had to build a really thick outer shell to a point where maybe tapping into your emotions or straying from the person you built yourself into feels like a betrayal to self. Because I think you've had to fight a lot of battles alone, and it made you feel like no one cared. I think the authentic version of you was shunned, and people told you you were weird or uncool, and you've had to shapeshift into someone who could fit in order to gain more power. And honestly, it's the power that you wanted. Again, all of this is because we live in a world that isn't ready to accept everyone's authenticity. And I think that's what's at the core here, Pile 3, is this person wants you to recognize your authenticity is what makes you attractive, and this person needs to know that they have the freedom to be who they are and still have love at the same time. I also think this person is worried, or, hold on. I also think you have this fear that this person is not as good as they depict themselves to be, or you keep this person maybe on a very tight leash, or you, like, maybe you check up on them a lot, or you do some behind the scenes spying on this person. I just feel like you don't fully trust this person to be a good person, which they can feel energetically, and it kind of makes them want to run in the other way. But if this sounds like your connection, let's go ahead and pull out the tarot and get to channeling. I'm going to go ahead and move these up here a little bit. Okay, so spirit guides, angels, ancestors, pile 3. It's hard for me to shuffle with nails on, but I think it makes my hands look better for the video. So whatever, we're just gonna wear nails. So the question I've been asking all of the piles today is, do you have any pets? And if so, what kind of pets do you have? I have 2 cats. They are very cute. I have a kitten and I have an older senior who's gonna be turning 10 this year. So they are the loves of my life, and you probably see them or hear them very in and out of the videos. Okay, so pile 3, Spirit, what are pile 3's person's current feelings for pile 3? Oh, we've got, oh, okay. Pile 3's person's current feelings. Okay. So we have the 2 of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Swords reversed. Okay. And what are pile 3's person's current thoughts about pile 3? Okay. We've got 10 of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, pile 3's person's, okay, and the 4 of Cups reversed. Make sure you can see all that. Yep, that looks good. Okay. Pile 3, it's definitely evident that this person cares so much about you. This person, honestly, they definitely feel like you two were fated to meet, or you two were fated to be together. I think this person feels like you guys share some parts of the same soul, or like you were made from the same soul family, you stem from the same cloth, like 2 halves of one heart is essentially what I'm getting here. This person definitely has some very deep, intense love for you, and they feel a soul tie to you. I think this person has definitely thought, here in their thoughts energy here, has thought about having a family long term with you. I think they've imagined what it would be like to have the house and the job and the family and the like everything with you. Especially it's telling that this card comes out and it's like the Christmas tree. Like, this is a holiday card. I don't know if you guys can necessarily see that. Sorry, I'm on the ground. I'm not gonna get up to do that, but there's a Christmas tree here, and I feel like this person is definitely, if you're watching it at the time this video is uploaded or around Christmas time, they're definitely thinking about you heavily during these times. I just heard a blue, blue, blue Christmas. So, if some of you guys have entered separation around this time, I think they're definitely saddened about that, or they just, I don't know, they just feel a pang. They feel hurt. I think this person feels like there was a lost opportunity for something that could have been more. And as far as this person's next actions, I'm not sure, because with the 6 of Swords, I think this person, they're definitely not ready to let fully go yet. So I still think they're holding on a light for you, or they are like, they are keeping you close in their heart. They're making sure that you still have a home in their heart, and they make sure that you know that. But I don't think they are walking around delusional thinking that you guys are still together, if that makes sense. Like, this person is definitely actively grieving, or they're just, they feel upset about what has transpired between you two. And I think they wish that the potential that they saw could have happened. And I think this person still wants to talk to you all the time. I feel like this person could talk to you for hours. I think you guys have a very good mental connection where you're able to talk about a lot of different topics. But I think this person knows that there are forces outside of their control, that they have to wait on, or they feel that they have to wait on. And so they're trying to just kind of make the best out of the circumstances that they have. And I think I'm also just hearing, like, they just really want you to be happy. I think this person is definitely wondering how you're feeling about them right now. I think this person might be withdrawing or wondering if this connection had a similar impact on you that it did on them. I think overall this person just wants you to know that there's not any bad blood here, but there definitely needs to be some shifts outside of both of your guys' hands in order to make things more practical and ground things more into reality. And I think they're having to face some pain head on right now so that you guys can have maybe a better future in the long run. Let's go ahead and look at your closing advice. We have Campfire. Do not fear opening your mouth and allowing your tongue to speak. I think Spirit is coming through with this card to say it's okay and you're safe to finally talk. I think this person is an open ear to anyone, even like the rashest of topics, just kind of what we were talking about. And I think this person loves to understand what people think, feel, like, believe, and want. And no matter what form this connection takes, you will always have someone you can talk to with them. I also think some sort of guide, guru, teacher, master, etc. is coming to your life, or you already met this person, and Spirit wants you to know that this person is also a listening ear when you need them. And I think it's important for you to know that both of these people have positive intentions for you and only want the best for you. It's very sweet. We are not done yet. We still got a little bit more to go. We are going to pull out the Sacred Connection questions. And then we'll pull 3 of these, and then we'll finish off with Tea Leaf Oracles for final closing messages. I hope this reading has been helpful to you and given you insight into this person's thoughts and feelings for you. Spirit, Sacred Connections for pile 3. Pile 3 and pile 3's person. Sacred Connection questions. These sometimes take a little bit longer to come out. Okay. I'm just going to pull the top 3 because I'm only pulling 3 and we don't got time to sit here and shuffle all day, Spirit. Okay. What is something you have always wanted to tell me? What have you learned about yourself since you met me? And what qualities about me do you admire? Okay. So those are good questions you can ask each other if you have alone time with this person or maybe a future partner, or questions you want to ask yourself. I just think they're always good to include. So let's do a little shuffle and pull some final closing messages for pile 3, Spirit. I actually feel called to keep all of those. You guys are getting a little extra treat, so don't say I never gave y'all anything. We have Excitement with Firecracker. We have the Horse, A Short Journey. We have Wishbone, A Wish is Granted. Eagle, Triumph over Trouble and Obstacles. And Vulture, Depression, Anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So maybe a lot of your blocks in this connection, you are going to be successfully overcoming them. Or if you've been in separation with this person and you've been wishing and praying for a resolution or for things to get better, that is coming to you very shortly. I think overall, good things are coming to you and your life is going to be picking up in speed, and you are going to be overcoming a lot of these dark energies that have been kind of plaguing you recently. So, Pile 3, that is all I have for you today. I hope you resonated with this reading. If you did, feel free to give me a like, feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe. I love all 3 or none. I can't force you to do anything, and I would never force you to do anything. Comments are my favorite way to interact with everyone, so tell me a little bit about this connection, tell me what's going on, if it resonated, what resonated, etc. But I'm going to leave that there with you guys, Pile 3. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 4. Thanks so much for being here with me today and joining me for your reading. If you chose the Five of Wands and Pile 4, then you made it to the right reading. We are at Pile 4. Okay, so I'm going to put your tarot card with the deck over here, and we're going to save that for later. Let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards. This is going to live right over here off to the side because that is one of your advice cards. So we're going to wait until the very end to use that. I'm going to tilt the mic up. That way you can hopefully hear me a little bit better from up here, and I can show you your oracle cards. So we have Smoke with Vision and Signals. Very pretty card. Then we have Feroxad. I probably butchered that. I am so sorry. And this says Rebellion. Then we have the Peacock. Make sure we have enough room for all of these. Then we have Saloon with Escapism, Good Times, and Hideout. We have Leslie Marmon Silko with Community. And then we have Creature's Paw. Okay. Pile 4, let's talk about how you and this person are currently showing up in this connection. And let's start out with you, because it's very clear, you are right over here. It's very clear that something has happened in this connection that has triggered you to put up some walls with this person. I'm not sure exactly what this person did, but I think it left you feeling disrespected and confused about this person's intentions. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have had wounds from people pretending to be someone with pure intentions and then later finding out that they aren't who they say they are. And I think whatever this person did probably reminded you of a specific time in your past where your trust was betrayed and someone acted or treated you like they didn't care. And I think you've taken that experience and forced yourself to learn to only rely on yourself, or that others just can't be trusted. And that's absolutely understandable. But I feel like you might be acting hyper independent right now, and that's for you to decide what's warranted. I'm just reading energy, but your light energy is really telling as to how you feel for this person. I think you're definitely craving the connection you had with this person, and deep down you may still see this person as someone with good intentions, but whatever they did to you was just such a specific trigger that I think you might have been, it might have been the last straw for you, in all honesty. Or it was enough for you to have to take time and seriously consider what you value and if this person continues to fit with you. I do feel like you are sad about this connection or what transpired, but ultimately I think you're just disappointed in how this person acted. I think Spirit is saying you're definitely justified in feeling the way that you do about this person. Your main block or fear right now is kind of seeing people for maybe someone that they aren't, or not seeing things clearly right now. I think there's definitely a recommendation to slow things down and take your time evaluating this situation to really understand what would be best for you, for both your heart and your head. Maybe your heart wants to see traits in this person that aren't there, and your head has been trying to get you to see a situation from a broader perspective, or maybe you've been too blocked off with this person and your heart is calling for you to see where this person maybe does have the best intentions. I think it'll take time for you to come to a conclusion, but I think it's worth it to really understand what you want to do next. I really wanted to focus that on you at first because I didn't want you to be swayed based on how this person is feeling in the moment, because I think this person's current energy could make you want to bend your boundaries. But again, you need to make sure you're doing what's best for you, and only you can decide that, because this person honestly is so focused on mending whatever happened between you that I think it's kind of consuming them. I'm not sure if this person is in the most healthy energy necessarily, but what I can tell you is that they're definitely remorseful. I think they realize they might have put a very large strain on the connection for you, and they're just hoping you can forgive them one day. In this person's blocks and fears, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going out to bars a lot, or posting pictures of them at parties all over social media, or just trying to make it seem like they're fine and that they don't care. But I actually think it's because this person has a hard time facing their shadows. I think a lot of people didn't really give this person second chances when they were growing up. Like, their family was really aggressive in how they taught their children, and I think this person forgets that people have feelings, or people have different values than them sometimes. But what's good here is I think this person knows that they never want to hurt you again. I think they feel really bad in their heart, and they're just pleading to at least have you as a friend in their life. I don't think this person intended to lose you ever. I think if given a second chance, they would really try to not mess anything up. But I feel uncomfortable giving that message because people will always and forever make mistakes, and there's no guarantee that this person won't hurt you in the future. However, I definitely don't think they intend on hurting you. I think we should probably get into tarot now and see what comes up there, and hopefully leave you with everything that you need to know about this situation. I hope this is resonating. If this is not resonating, you might want to pick a different pile, because this feels pretty specific to something that someone is experiencing. I've been asking all of the piles what pets they have and if they have pets. So I have 2 cats. Their names are Miso and Cricket. Miso is coming up on a year old, Cricket is coming up on a year old, and Miso is coming up on 10 years old. So, my little babies, I love them so much. You probably see them every now and then in the readings. But, okay. Pile 4, Spirit Guides. What are Pile 4's person's current feelings for them? What are Pile 4's person's current feelings? I guess I'll take them all. Okay. Upright or reversed? Okay. That fell. We've got the 4 of Pentacles reversed. We've got the Hanged Man reversed. We have the Page of Cups upright. We have 2 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands reversed. And what are Pile 4's person's current thoughts about them? What are Pile 4's person's current thoughts about them? Okay. So, we have the 8 of Swords. We have the Fool reversed. Upright or reversed? We got upright, 10 of Pentacles, and Queen of Pentacles reversed. Let me move these over so they fit in the frame. I think this person right now is definitely feeling unstable. Not only with within this connection, but in their life, I feel like this person might have a lot of codependent tendencies, because I feel like this person has realized they've kind of lost a little bit of control over you, not in the sense that I don't think this person is consciously trying to control you, but I do feel like they've realized where they were kind of cherry picking information for you to see about themselves, and they realize why that was wrong or how that impacted you. Like, they're definitely seeing things from different perspectives right now, and I think they're realizing how you really are a dream come true. I'm not sure how you're handling this situation, but I think they think it's warranted. I think this person just is really trying to tell themselves that hopefully there's a future between you two, but I think they know that it's kind of in your ballpark whether to accept them back and to accept their forgiveness. I feel like this person is realizing where they're getting in the way of their own relationships and how their behavior really does have an impact on other people. I think they're seeing where when they don't come to a relationship as 100% authentic and honest with who they are and who this other person is, I think they're realizing where that can get them into trouble later on, and you might be the first person where they're kind of like connecting the dots there. I think this person is definitely up in their head. They try not to think about this actively, but I think they can't help it. It keeps kind of being drawn to them, and I just keep seeing this yarn being wrapped around this poor cat. I feel like Spirit is kind of making them really sit in this energy and understand what they did and why it was wrong. Because I don't think they want to lose you. The thing that's really heartbreaking to them is the fact that they've pictured a long-term future with you and a long-term success, and they've pictured what it would look like to have a beautiful family and a home with you in the future and build a legacy together. But I think now they've realized how they might have jeopardized that, and I think they just want you to know that they respect you and they see your decisions for what they are, and they will respect whatever conclusions you come to. But I think they just really want you to know that they're sorry and they didn't mean to cause any harm here. For your advice, we have coming out of darkness. All of the light is dimming. Life is withering at the core. Are you ready? Maybe this is genuinely a compatibility issue between the two of you. I think something I've been thinking about a lot is sometimes love is genuinely not enough to make a connection work in the moment, and it won't work long term unless people take time and they change and they grow. And I think there's a message here to prepare for an ending before it happens. Maybe you're really emotionally invested in this person, and if y'all were to break up right now, it would completely devastate you. And maybe you need to get plans in place to move, or have a job lined up, or a support system ready to go. It's up to you what you do at the end of the day, but I think Spirit just wants you to prepare for a difficult change and know that through all of this, there is going to be a good life on the other side. Sometimes the mansion needs to crumble in order for us to move into a castle that's better suited for us. It's all going to be okay at the end of the day. There are plenty of fish in the sea, and I think some of you guys honestly might come to the conclusion that you don't deserve to have your boundaries violated like this, and you don't have to settle for less than you deserve, because maybe this person wasn't your end game, and it might be painful, but some of you guys might be coming to that conclusion. Let's look at some sacred connection questions for those of you who want to work it out with this person. Okay. We've got 2 here. Sacred connection questions for pile 4, please, Spirit. Pile 4. Okay. We have, what qualities about me do you admire? We have, what part of our relationship needs improvement? Yeah, if you two plan to stay together, y'all need to talk about that. And then, what part of our relationship makes you the happiest? Yeah, positive reinforcement there for sure. And then let's close off with some tea leaf oracles. Tea leaf oracles, Spirit. 1, 2. Let's do one more. Actually, 2 more. One fell in my lap. Okay. We have funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Definitely, I do think this relationship did not pan out the way that you wanted it to, but you're definitely learning a lot from it. Opportunity or windfall. We have chair filled, someone new is entering your life. So yeah, maybe if you do let go of this person, someone new is coming in, someone is falling into your lap. And then feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. Yeah, so maybe it's this person. Maybe that's why you're coming to those conclusions, but I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading here, Pile 4. Thanks so much for tuning in with me. If this resonated, feel free to give me a like. Feel free to subscribe. I would love to read a comment if you want to comment. Those are my favorite ways to interact with everyone, but I'm going to leave you here. Have a wonderful good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye, Pile 4. Hello, Pile 5. Thanks so much for being here with me today for your reading. If you chose the King of Cups card for Pile 5, you made it to the right reading. I am going to put your tarot card over with the rest of the deck, and we'll save that until later. Let's go ahead and spread out your oracle cards. I'm going to save this because this card goes along with your advice at the end, so it's going to live right off to the side. Okay, let me adjust this mic so you can hear me. Starting off, we have Twilight with reflection and assessment. We've got Anne Carson, the intellect. We have Apple. Then Eagle, higher perspective, foresight, and vision. We have Mary Shelley with loss. And Noose. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show this on YouTube. Hopefully I am. Okay, Pile 5. I am blushing just channeling these cards. Oh my goodness. Because it is very clear. Let me first say, this half of the cards represents you. This half represents your person. It's very clear you have the hots for someone right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone you've had your eye on for quite a while. Because when I think of the symbolism of the apple, I'm brought to tales of the forbidden or the taking of innocence, and I will say this is definitely not an 18 and up reading. Once I start a Patreon, then maybe we can do readings like that, but if you know what I'm putting down, but for right now we can't cover that. I think this person feels like someone who is kind of out of reach for you right now. And to be honest, I kind of feel like this person might be purposefully keeping you at a bit of a distance, but I think it's for reasons that are completely off your radar, and we'll definitely get there. But I think their energy is really adding to your attraction to them right now. Some of you could know each other or be friends for a really long time with lots of history, and some of you might be kind of circling around back to each other. But either way, there's a weird disconnect from your person at times. I think this person really makes you think. And what I mean by that is that I think you've really never met someone like them before. I wouldn't be surprised if you come from a really different background or culture than your person. And it gives you two probably a lot to talk about. But I feel like you're just really excited to kind of peel back the layers of this person and get to know them and slowly uncover who they are. I feel like maybe you guys can get easily bored at times, and not necessarily of people, but just of having the same conversations or the same routine just kind of feels constricting to you. And I think this person gives you a sense of freedom that you haven't felt in a really long time. I think you're able to share a lot with this person without fear of judgment, and that makes you feel safe. And I also think one of the main blocks here for you is wanting to maybe rush this person. Or maybe wishing that you and this person could take things to the next level, wishing you could see each other more, or just wishing that you could get more out of this person at times. And I think a fear that maybe sparked within you is that you're not enough, or you're not interesting to this person, or that they're bored. But I think this reading is going to give you a lot of clarity, because this person is honestly going through it right now. And I think they're grieving something or someone that really meant a lot to them. Maybe some of them have had the rug ripped out from under them, or they're trying to like put their life back together after a tower moment of some kind. Some of them are really just trying to get by right now, and I think they're really depressed and might be struggling with some self-destructive tendencies. But I think something good I want to highlight here is I think they'll be coming out of this, or something is going to give them a break or something to be hopeful about. I think this person is conscious that you are someone they're definitely attracted to, or someone they could see making a bigger priority in their life. But they have this deep knowing that they need to put themselves first right now and prioritize getting things together and making their life better. I think this person might struggle with feeling beaten by life when they're already down, which might cause things to move a little bit slower. But I think the best thing you can do for this person right now is show them love while they're working through this, no matter how, like, quote unquote, slow they are taking things. I think this person just needs someone to tell them they're doing a good job and that things will be okay. I'm definitely interested to see how this person is thinking and feeling about you, because it's kind of hard to gather any information from just these cards right here. I think this person just like really wanted to give you insight into what they're going through. That way you kind of like understood their situation a little bit more. But let's go ahead and move our cards up and whip out the tarot. The question I am asking each of the piles today is, do you have pets? And if so, what kind of pets do you have? I have 2 cats. I have a kitten, and I have a 10-year-old cat, and their names are Cricket and Miso, and you probably hear or see them multiple times throughout these readings on my channel. They like to make their appearance, make sure everyone knows they're here. Also, I started this video because I film my videos over the course of several days. Sometimes there are differences, and I peeled off all of the nails that I've been wearing in this video last night, so you guys are getting bare nails. Bare nails gone wild. Ah. Okay, Spirit. What are Pile 5's person's current feelings about them? What are Pile 5's person's current feelings about them? Oh. One more, Spirit. What are Pile 4's, or Pile 5's? Okay. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, upright or reverse, upright, Page of Cups. We have the Hermit reversed, and the 4 of Wands. And then Spirit, what are Pile 5's person's current thoughts about Pile 5? What are Pile 5's person's current thoughts about Pile 5? Okay, I kind of feel called to take the Star too. So we have the Star, we have the 4 of Swords, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, we have the 8 of Cups upright, and the Ace of Wands reversed. I'm not sure if some of you guys have been playing into this cat and mouse game with this person. Maybe not cat and mouse, but maybe if they take like 5 hours to respond, you take 6. You know, you're just playing like little petty things like that. And I think this person does kind of feel a affected by that. I think it's interesting because I think this person is kind of a contradiction, because they kind of want to be able to take their time with responding to people right now, because they're definitely going through a lot, but they want people to interact with them when they're ready. And so I think this person is kind of like pushing you away right now without thinking about what they're doing. So it's up to you what you do with this energy. Just know that this person is kind of feeling a little like left out in the cold, or just feeling a little bit of a petty energy right now if you have been playing a little bit of a game there with them. And maybe that's something you want to talk about. Like, just sit down with this person and be like, hey, can we just not play mind games? Can we just, like, be normal, please? Because this person definitely likes you. This person definitely has an attraction towards you. And I'm almost called to say that, like, if you've recently met this person, or you're recently coming into each other's lives, I feel like this connection, or the hope for this connection, is giving them that spark to get their life back together. Just like we were talking about how this person might have something coming soon that will kind of put like a kick back into their step. I feel like meeting you or having you come into their life really showed them that it's not always going to be all doom and gloom all the time, that, you know, it can be bad sometimes, but life always, like, the wheel always turns, and what goes down must come up. And I think meeting you is definitely what they think is an indication of a positive season in their life. Because the thing with this person is, I definitely think they're the type to want a long-term commitment. Out of all the piles here, you're the first pile to get the Four of Wands, which is like my marriage card, my commitment long-term, like, we're getting married, babe, type of energy. And maybe this person likes to pretend that they're not the family type, or they don't want to get married, or, you know, they're just not very aligned with traditionalism. But I think deep down, this person might really crave having that person to spend the rest of their life with, or multiple people if you're polyamorous. Like, I think this person is realizing the benefits of having people in their life and welcoming connection. But I do feel like they're kind of not sure what to do with this situation right now. I think they've definitely had some harsh experiences in love, and it's kind of left them feeling confused about what is the right move to make when you're trying to court or date someone. So this person might be like, things might be a little awkward with them, or they might say something or ask you something and then later, like, get quiet about it because they realize it was stupid. I don't know. I feel like this person is really anxious right now, and they're more worried about how they're coming off to you than anything else, because I think this person really likes you, but I don't think they know that you like them. Because in their thoughts, with this Ace of Wands reversed, I typically see Ace of Wands as like a HOTS card, especially in relationship readings. I'd say it's kind of like that spark. And the fact that it's here definitely shows that there's a spark between you, but I think this person has it in their head that maybe you don't like them back, or maybe you don't want anything to do with them, so they're trying to, like, temper their expectations right now. And I think that they're trying to figure out whether you want them to be here, or whether you want them to, like, go on their way with the Eight of Cups here. Maybe this is a case where you two just need to, like, sit down and talk about what you think about each other, and, like, where you see your futures going. Because I think a lot of this could be mended with open communication and just getting vulnerable with each other. But I think this person is like, if you don't want me around, that's fine. Like, I'll walk away, but I would like to stay here. And, like, especially if you guys are people who've known each other from the past and you're coming together, I think this person is like, I definitely want to stay and mend things here. I don't think this story is over. I think this person might have, especially if you guys are people who knew each other from the past, this person might have memories of what happened between you guys, or, like, harsh times that got in between you guys, and I think this person wants you to know that they have changed, and they hope that you have changed too. I think they feel it on an energetic level that you two definitely aren't the same people that you were when you first met each other, but I think this person is definitely prioritizing pacing things and definitely tempering their expectations here, because I don't think they want to get caught up in something if you're not on the same boat with them. But yeah, that's very cute. I think this person has a lot of love for you, and I just think they're really hopeful to see what this could turn into. I think this person is just tired of senseless connections and being around people who no longer fill their cup. I think this person is definitely prioritizing themselves now, and they want to give that love back to someone who actually wants it. I think this person has given a lot of love to people, and a lot of the people they gave it to didn't appreciate it, or they didn't know how to hold it, and I think this person is ready to give their heart to someone who can hold it, and I think they think that someone is you. Are you that someone, pile 5? Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull out your final advice. We have root vegetables. This says 33. In those hidden places where most fear to go is where the most nourishment is waiting for you to behold. I'm going to go ahead and read the guidebook for this one. You and pile 1, I felt called to read the guidebook. So, 33. Where are we going? 33. Blink. Okay. So, your higher self chose this card because you need guidance on how to dig deeper for the resources and nourishment you need for your situation. Some of the world's most precious and desired resources, such as diamonds, gold, truffles, and agarwood, a very rare and expensive fragrance made from a particular molded wood, are found in dirty, muddy places. And some of the most nourishing foods are found growing below ground. Root vegetables such as carrots, beets, and garlic are powerful superfoods that are known for their healing and restorative properties. Consider whether or not you have a complete understanding of your desires. You may need to consider enrolling in a class to learn more information, or perhaps you have pulled campfire. You might seek out a mentor who can help offer additional guidance. In a relationship, you could ask more questions rather than assuming you know someone's intention. Do your research and review the fine print carefully when signing any contracts, or before taking advantage of an opportunity. You might be surprised to find there are better options available. If you're feeling stuck, it may be time to think outside of the box and look beyond what is immediately in front of you. You may seem like a dirty or even unsavory person. What may seem like a dirty or unsavory person or place could be just what you need. Very interesting advice here. Something I do want to mention here is that if you're feeling drawn to any of the other piles, there was one pile whose advice card actually was the campfire card, so maybe there's more information about this connection or someone else there. Anyway, I think this is really saying sometimes the best jewels on this earth are found in places that are judged as less than due to appearances, social standings, etc. I think humans have a tendency to forget that it's what's inside that really matters, and I think you're drawn to this person not because they're popular or rich or stylish. You're drawn to them because they're a jewel of a human being. And just like a diamond, if you clean it up and make it shiny, it will still be just as valuable as when it was unknowingly in the dirt. I think this person wants you to like them for who they are on the inside before you get to see who they can become. Very interesting. So, we are going to pull out some sacred connection questions. So, Spirit, for pile 5, what sacred connection questions can pile 5 ask their person? What sacred connection questions? I feel called to take that. Do you believe in having only one partner for the rest of your life? Maybe you guys need to figure out if this person is poly or if they're monogamous and how that works with you. questions for pile 5. Have you ever broken someone's heart? Questions for pile 5's person. And sorry, I had to burp. What is something you have always wanted to tell me? Okay. And then we are going to close off with some tea leaf oracles. So, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of pile 5, closing, guidance, and messages. That's way too many. Why did I throw so many? Okay. So, we have, you are highly thought of. Yeah, maybe this person thinks of you very highly, or just in general, people really love you. There's a misunderstanding with wall. We have carriage, a journey, either physical or mental, and vase, secret admirer. Yeah. So maybe like you had a lot of misunderstandings about how this person feels about you, and I think this is hopefully making you have more understanding, and I think you're definitely highly thought of from this person. They definitely care about you a lot. And yeah, I think the journey to this connection might have been a lot, or getting to a point of union with this person might have felt like a journey, but it seems like things are heading in a very positive direction. Pile 4, or pile 5. I can never remember your pile. Okay, pile 5. That is all I have for you here today. I hope you resonated with this reading. If you did, feel free to give me a like, feel free to comment, or subscribe. I would love to have you join the Mellow Yellow Tarot family. Comments are my favorite way to interact with everyone, so if you want me to talk with you, go ahead and comment, because I like talking with you. But I'm going to go ahead and leave your pile there. So, pile 5. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed morning, afternoon, good evening, good night, bye.